Y'all. I'm so pressed right now. I swear to God, I'm so pressed because my landlord had hit me up about some new properties that he had, because he always hit me up when he has new openings, new places and things. He likes to hit me up and see if I'm interested in them. And so he told me about these two properties, and so I was gonna go look at them. He was like, what time works for you? I can meet you there. And I was like, oh, around 12, would work for me if that's fine for you. And so, about 11:15, he was like, would it be easier if I pick you up? So I was like, sure. He's like, yeah, because I don't mind. I can come pick you up and I can come show you the properties, because he helpful like that. And so I go and I look at the properties, and I was like, nah, because the place I have now is bigger, and I need the extra space, because I have I got a lot of girly stuff. Okay, I got a lot of girly stuff, so I gotta have the space to be able to do what I need to do. And it was smaller, and it was an older house. But the thing is that it was at a higher price point because of how close it was to downtown, which I don't think it was even really worth that, but it's neither here or there. So we're in the car and we're talking, and I'm telling him about my car. I had mentioned about my car, how like when I had started, I had seen like some white smoke from the exhaust, and could he like look at it, And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So we got on the conversation of another tenant, and he was like, yeah, and what you mean, nigga? He had moved away, and you know the one I'm talking about, the one you had a date with. I said, He said, yeah, the one you had a date with. And he said his name. I was like, I don't know who, because I didn't know it was the same guy. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't know who that is. He was like, yeah, you know who that is. He told me y'all had a date. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was like, and I felt like, I was like, how do you know I had a date? He was like, oh yeah, he was talking to me about it. He was like, yeah, the girl that used to stay in your other place or whatever, me and her had went on a date or whatever. Then he was like, yeah, but I know that's like kind of a thing, because he had moved away with his girlfriend or whatever, and they're supposed to be with a plaque and all this other different type of stuff or whatever, which was fine. But then like it made me think, is this place really this small? Like where like it gets around like that, like who's dating who? Because that's why I don't really like small town type of situations, because I be doing like I be doing alternate stuff, like I be doing too much, and I'm like thinking, so now my heart beating fast, because I'm like thinking, well, did he tell him anything else? Which he probably wouldn't want to tell him about the other stuff. But it's just like, God, y'all, I was so shook, and I don't even know what to think about that. So we had continued on. He had looked at my car. He had, did what he did, got me running back on the road good and everything like that. Went and got the oil and everything like that. He's such a sweet guy. He's so nice. But now I got me like now I gotta move differently, because I don't need people knowing like who I be dating, what I be having going on. I'm a private person, y'all. I can't. God. After that man done asked me was I dating, I done sit there and told that man a whole lie. God. Whatever.